And let's go back to 1844, a time when the world was vastly different from today. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing and new inventions were changing the way people lived and worked. Imagine a world where horses pulled everything. From carriages to carts, horses were the primary mode of transportation. Streets were bustling with the sound of hooves and the air was filled with the scent of hay and leather. In the quaint town of Karlsruhe, Germany, a little boy named Karl Benz was born on November 25, 1844. Karlsruhe was a small but vibrant town known for its beautiful architecture and bustling marketplaces. Little did anyone know, this boy would grow up to change how we travel forever. Karl Benz would become a pioneer in the world of automobiles, leaving an indelible mark on history. Karl's father, Johann Georg Benz, was a locomotive driver. Tragically, he passed away when Karl was only 2 years old, leaving a void in the young boy's life. His mother, Josephine, was a remarkable woman. She was a pillar of strength, raising Karl on her own and instilling in him the values of hard work and perseverance. Josephine knew that Karl had a natural curiosity and love for machines. She made sure he received a good education, even though it was a struggle. As a young boy, Karl was fascinated by the powerful trains his father once drove. He would spend hours observing the intricate machinery, dreaming of the day he could build something just as magnificent. Karl's journey was not easy. He faced numerous challenges and setbacks, but his determination never wavered. With his mother's support and his own relentless drive, he continued to push the boundaries of what was possible. And so, from the humble beginnings in Karlsruhe, Karl Benz went on to revolutionize the world of transportation. His legacy lives on in every car that drives the roads today, a reminder of the incredible impact one person can have on the world. Karl loved machines. He went to a really good engineering school called Karlsruhe Polytechnic. He learned all about mechanics there. It was a really important time for him. After he graduated, Karl worked at a few different companies. He learned a lot, but he wanted to do his own thing. Karl wasn't happy just working for other people. He had a vision, a dream that went beyond the confines of his daily job. He wanted to create something revolutionary. In 1871, he started his own company that made metal parts and machines. This was a bold move considering the economic conditions of the time. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing and competition was fierce. But Karl was determined. He believed in his skills and his vision. Even though he was really good at building things, he had money problems and partners who didn't believe in him. They doubted his ideas and were more interested in short-term gains. This led to many disagreements and financial struggles. But Karl didn't give up. He kept pushing forward, driven by his passion and determination. Then, in 1872, he married Bertha Ringer. Bertha was not just a supportive wife. She was a visionary in her own right. She saw the potential in Karl's ideas and believed in his dream as much as he did. Bertha used her money to help Karl's business. She invested not just financially, but also emotionally and intellectually. She became an integral part of the business, handling finances and offering invaluable support and advice. This helped Karl a lot, and Bertha became his important partner. Together they faced numerous challenges, but their combined efforts started to pay off. Bertha's unwavering support gave Karl the confidence to pursue his dream with renewed vigor. Now Karl could finally build the car he always dreamed of. With Bertha by his side, he worked tirelessly on his invention. In 1885, he completed the Benz patent motor wagon, the world's first true automobile. This was not just a personal triumph for Karl, but a monumental achievement that would pave the way for the future of transportation. With Bertha's help, Karl worked hard to build a car that could move by itself. He looked at bicycles for ideas and tried lots of different engines. Finally, in 1885, he finished the Benz patent motor wagon. It was the first real car in the world. This three-wheeled car was Karl's dream come true. He always believed he could do it. Not many people believed in Karl's car at first. The idea of a horseless carriage seemed too far-fetched for most people to grasp. Skeptics were everywhere, doubting the practicality and reliability of such an invention. Karl Benz faced a lot of criticism and ridicule from those who couldn't see the potential of his creation, but there was one person who believed in him wholeheartedly: his wife, Bertha Benz. In August 1888, Bertha decided to take matters into her own hands. She and her two sons embarked on a daring adventure that would change the course of automotive history. Without informing Karl, Bertha prepared for the journey meticulously. She packed supplies, planned the route, and made sure the motor wagon was ready for the long trip ahead. This was no ordinary outing. It was a bold statement of faith in her husband's invention. They drove the motor wagon over 66 miles, from Mannheim to Pforzheim. The journey was filled with challenges, from rough roads to mechanical issues. But Bertha was determined to prove that the motor wagon was not just a novelty, but a viable means of transportation. The countryside roads were rough and unpaved, making the journey even more arduous. Yet, Bertha's resolve never wavered. This was the first long car trip ever undertaken, and it was a monumental achievement. The trip demonstrated the potential of the automobile to cover long distances, something that had never been done before. It was a groundbreaking moment that showcased the future of transportation. People along the route were astonished to see the motor wagon in action, and word of the journey quickly spread. The public's fascination grew, and people began to see the potential of this new mode of transportation. Bertha's courage and determination played a crucial role in changing public perception. At one point, she used her garter to insulate a wire and a hat pin to clear a blocked fuel line. Her ability to troubleshoot and fix problems on the go was remarkable and showcased her technical prowess. Bertha even used a hat pin to fix the engine. This act of ingenuity became legendary and highlighted her resourcefulness. It was a simple yet effective solution that kept the journey going. Bertha Benz's legacy lives on as a pioneer who helped drive the world into a new era of mobility. Bertha's trip made everyone excited about cars. People started wanting to buy them. Karl started a company called Benz & C in 1883 to build his cars. The company grew really fast and he hired lots of people. Karl kept making his cars better, and Benz & C became a really important car company. Finally, the world was ready for cars. Karl Benz did more than just invent the car. He imagined a world where people could travel easily without horses. In 1926, Benz and C joined with another company to make Daimler-Benz AG, which later became Mercedes-Benz. Even today, Karl Benz is remembered. Cars are everywhere now, and it all started with Karl Benz, a man who dreamed of a world with cars.